9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming an elder statesman among quarterbacks in the league, drafted back in 2004. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Again, it's Connor fighting him off. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Connor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
This is caught by Antonio. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Connor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They run with Connor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler. Touchdown. A great play. There. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their... Newton.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw on second down is Newton. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Connor. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're... And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They go play action now. Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. First, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. Both the Steelers and the Panthers have very low rushing totals. It has not been an effective part of either team's game plan, and you wonder if either side will give a more concerted effort to run it in the second half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. 3rd down from the 22. Roethlisberger is going to scramble and complete the pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 2-yard line. Same drive. The quick pass, it's complete, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They strike first in the half. Midway through the second quarter, defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 8. Have it late in the second. Defense will get to the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Pittsburgh for the second half.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go back to Stewart on first. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Stewart on first down. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the 20. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And what about the Texans, folks, leading that game to this point? Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On third down, it's Connor, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now it's Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No, it's going to bring up a third down. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, that's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. This is Stewart again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. Did he drop it? He dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Bryant, the man in motion right. Here's Roethlisberger. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.